The desert wind carried a strange silence that morning, too still, too heavy, as if the land itself was holding its breath. Riders on the ridge spotted him first, a lone cowboy walking across open ground with his hands lifted high. No gun, no hat, no pride, just a man surrendering himself to a tribe known for never forgiving trespassers. Whispers rippled through the Apache camp as he approached. Mothers pulled their children back. Warriors tightened their grips on their spears. This was no fool, no drunk wanderer. This was a man who knew exactly what he was doing. When he reached the center of the camp, he dropped to one knee. The dust settled around him like a shroud. He said just one thing: "Take me, but leave my town alone." The Apache chief stepped forward, tall, calm, unreadable. He circled the cowboy slowly, like a hawk deciding whether its prey was worth the strike. "Why walk into death?" the chief asked. The cowboy lifted his eyes, steady and unshaken. "Because your warriors are riding toward Dry Creek, and they don't know the truth." The camp fell silent. He told them a story no one expected. A sickness had spread through the nearby valley. Not a curse, not an attack, just poisoned water from an old abandoned mine. The same mine the Apaches blamed on the townsfolk, the same mine everyone believed was sabotaged by settlers. But the cowboy had proof, and guilt. He admitted he'd been the miner who struck the first blow, never knowing the damage it would cause. He admitted he'd ignored warnings. He admitted he was responsible for the sickness killing Apache families now. And he offered himself, his life, his blood as payment. For a long moment, no one moved. Then an elder woman, her voice trembling with grief, stepped forward. She touched his shoulder and said, "Only a man with truth in his heart walks into his enemy's fire." The tribe gathered. They argued, debated, cried. But something shifted in that circle. Not forgiveness, not trust, but understanding. At sunset, the chief stood before the cowboy and spoke words that would echo across the frontier. "A man who owns his sin is worth more alive than dead." They released him, but more than that, they rode with him. Side by side, Apache riders and a lone cowboy crossed the valley to warn Dry Creek and save both their peoples from the poisoned water that threatened them all. And from that day on, folks said the fiercest peace treaty the West ever saw wasn't written on paper, but earned by a cowboy who walked into death with empty hands and came out carrying the truth.